Hey guys, how you doing? On this video here, I got a call from a lady that she had a high water bill. And when I pull up to the house, I seen all kinds of water in front of her house. That's a telltale sign that it's a leaking water pipe in the basement somewhere and they're pumping it out. Usually when I come across a house like that, I pull up and I see all kinds of water in front of the house. I know that there's a problem. I've had that issue a couple of times. You look down a neighborhood street, and nobody's got water in front of their house but that person, and they got a pump going to try to keep the water level down, type of thing. So anyway, I go over there, and she's an older lady, and she doesn't have any money, type of thing, and go look at the shutoff down there, and that thing is like, I ain't touching that thing. I touch that thing's gonna break apart in my hands. So I told her to get a hold of an excavator and, dig the ground up, put a new piece of copper in there where I could work with and put a new shutoff, but she didn't have the dough. So I called the water department and shut it off in the street. And basically what happened was the water pipe came into a shutoff to a water meter. Then it went under the ground for about 10 feet, and then it came up and went out through the house. So that piece after the meter was leaking in the ground. So I basically just had the water shut off in the street, went over there, ran a new line up overhead, and that piece that was coming out of the ground I cut off, and I tapped into the line, and just did a little video on that, and I show you how to check for leaks by looking at the meter and whatnot. So it's just something a little bit different. I figured I'd bring it to the table, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Got a complaint here that the high water bill. See the water meter? See that little thing spinning there? That little thing spinning. Until it's leaking here. Thing is, the line runs under the ground. It comes up over here somewhere. I think that leak might be under the ground. We're going to look upstairs at the toilets. If the leak's under the ground, she's got a lead line coming in here. That can't shut that off. That's going to be changed. I think the leak's in the ground here. When you go outside, you'll see this pump's been pumping. It's the only house in the neighborhood with water all over the place, pumping outside all the time. And I'm going to shut this off right here. We'll see if that stops spinning. That shuts the water off to the house. Still spinning, see it? She got a leak under the ground. Not good. Look at all the water in that pit. Look how far down the water is in that pit. That should be the groundwater. Definitely got a leak from the meter in. Not good. See all the water? Look at all the water in the street. That's where that's from, that pump. Alright guys, I got my little pump here. I'm going to pump this thing out. See if I can see what's going on with that. Get some of that water pumped out of there. see what's happening with that valve, what kind of valve that is. Look at that. No touching that, that's for sure. No way. Alright guys, this is what I'm going to end up using here. I'm just getting this thing prepped. It's a ball valve. Right now the water line's running under the floor. The meter's here, the old shutoff's here, the water pipe's coming in. I'm going to get this prepped so when the water department comes, that's a meter connection. I'll go up to it with a piece of copper that will shut off so I could, you know, have the water department come shut the water off, do my work, and then turn the water back on. There's different gaskets, 1/2 inch, 3/4, and 1 inch. This is the 3/4 one. This is the one I need for meter gaskets. Get the water department coming off to shut the water off in the street. This line here, so you can go from here down to the floor. Here, I don't know, about a week ago, I guess. Alright guys, I got my piece all prepped. I got a meter nipple in there with a female elbow coming up to a ball valve. I got my pump ready. Water keeps coming in from the side there because this piece here is rotted. I want to disconnect that right there when they shut the water off in the street, and I'm going to take that section out and come right up with a new one. I got an electrical clamp also for it, right in that bag. And what I'll do is I'll run up, over, and then come down and tie into that 3/4 there. Leaving somewhere on the floor here. See, the little dial's not spinning anymore. You can see that little dial's not spinning anymore, so that's good. I just cut that piece of the ground there and left that there. The clamp. Brought the jumper clamp over here, put a new jumper clamp in. Hopefully shut off. And I ran up overhead. Put a couple of hangers on this piece here to hold it. And down to a T. It's just dead-ended, that's where it used to come up over there. Alright, and I put a 3/4 mil adapter and a brass plug, so that shut off leaks by, it won't drip on the floor. That's it. She's got her water back hooked up, and I changed that valve in there. She's gonna have to dig it up outside and put a new copper line in. Ain't no way I'm touching that sucker. That's it. Her bill was like $300 a month, so that's why we had to do this. Get her by until she can save some more money up to have that dug up and a shut off put in and a new piece of copper. That's it.